Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel Student Chopal. I hope you all are doing best. This is the last part of CBI APP exam 2017. We already uploaded 3 parts of the CBI APP exam. If you did not watch them, go and watch them first. In previous videos, we discussed total 90 questions and today we are starting from the question number 91. Before starting the video, I request to all of you, please subscribe the channel, do like, comment and share with your friends. You can also join our Telegram channel and link in the description. Without wasting time, let's start the video. And question number 91 is, which of the following powers can be exercised by the central government under the provision of the Delhi Police Establishment Act 1946 for the investigation of any offences specified in a notification issued under section 3? And correct option number D, 1, 2 and 3. One is appoint director of the Central Bureau of Investigation on the recommendation of committee specified under the Act. 2 is extend the powers of Delhi Special Police Establishment to railway. And 3rd is extend the powers of Delhi Special Police Establishment to any state. And next question number 92 is, the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act 1946, option A, contain the offences to be investigated under the Act. Option B, empowers the central government to specify offences which can be investigated by the Delhi Special Police Establishment. Option C, empowers the central government to include or exclude any of the offences in the list of offences included under the Act. Option D, contains classes of offences to be investigated under the Act. And correct option number B, empowers the central government to specify offences which can be investigated by the Delhi Special Police Establishment. And next question number 93 is, the words and expression used under the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act 1946 but not defined therein have the meaning assigned under the. And correct option number B, 2 only. And 2 is, the Central Vigilance Commission Act 2003 if defined therein. Next question number 94. A director appointed under the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act 1946 shall not be transferred except with the previous consent of option A, Chief Justice of India, option B, committee under section 4A clause 1 of the Act, option C, Cabinet Committee on Security, option D, Chief Vigilance Commissioner. And correct option number B. Next question number 95. The term Central Bureau of Investigation came into existence through a Home Ministry resolution in the year. Option A 1960, option B 1961, option C 1962, option D 1963. And correct option number D, 1963. Next question number 96. The Delhi Special Police Establishment Act 1946 provides for. And correct option number D, 1, 2 and 3. 1 is the investigation of specified offences in all union territories. 2 is constitution of a special police force. 3 is extension of powers and jurisdiction of a special police force to offences committed in a cantonment area located within a state. Next question number 97. Under the provisions of the Information Technology Act 2000, which of the following statement about cyber terrorism are correct? And correct option number C, 1, 2 and 4 only. 1 is, it is an independent offences. 2 is, it was incorporated by the Information Technology Amendment Act 2008. And 4 is, it is defined under section 66F of the Act. Next question number 98. Which one of the following sections of the Information Technology Act 2000 provides for audit of documents etc. maintained in electronic form? Option A Section 6A, Option B Section 7A, Option C Section 8, Option D Section 10. And correct option number B, Section 7A. Next, question number 99. Under the provisions of the Information Technology Act 2000, who among the following has power to suspend or revoke digital signature certificate? Option A, adjudicating officer appointed under Section 46(1) of the Act. Option B, certifying authority which has issued a digital signature certificate. Option C, subscriber listed in the digital signature certificate. Option D, controller of certifying authority. And correct option number B, certifying authority which has issued a digital signature certificate. Next, question number 100. Under the provisions of the Information Technology Act 2000, an application for renewal of a license shall be made in such form, accompanied by such fee not exceeding 5,000 rupees as may be prescribed by the central government, and shall be made not less than in how many days before the date of expiry of the period of validity of the license. Option A 45 days, Option B 30 days, Option C 90 days, Option D 60 days. And correct option A 45 days. Next, question number 101. Which one of the following is the punishment for cyber terrorism under the Information Technology Act 2000? Option A 5 years rigorous imprisonment. Option B imprisonment for life. Option C 7 years rigorous imprisonment. Option D 10 years rigorous imprisonment. And correct option number B, imprisonment for life. Next, question number 102. Which of the following section of the Information Technology Act 2000 was where deal with in the Shreya Singhal versus Union of India case? Option A Section 66A, Section 69A and Section 79. Option B Section 66A only. Option C Section 69A only. Option D Section 69A and Section 79 only. And the correct option number A, Section 66A, Section 69A and Section 79. Next, question number 103. The Supreme Court of India has struck down Section 66A of the Information Technology Act 2000 for violation of which one of the following articles of the Constitution of India? And the correct option number A, Article 91A. And next question number 104. Which one of the following sections of the Information Technology Act 2000 deals with punishment for tampering with computer source documents? Option A Section 64, Option B Section 65, Option C Section 66, Option D Section 67. And correct option number B, Section 65. Next, question number 105. Under the provisions of the Information Technology Act 2000, the responsibility of intermediary regarding objectionable content being used to commit the unlawful act extend to. And the correct option number D, 2 and 3. 2 is taking it down after receiving court order asking intermediary to expeditiously remove or disable access to certain material. And 3 is taking it down after receiving government order asking intermediary or to expeditiously remove or disable access to certain material. Next, question number 106. If any person contravenes rules or regulations made under the provisions of the Information Technology Act 2000 and for the contravention of which no penalty has been separately provided under the Act, he is liable to pay compensation up to option A 25,000, option B 50,000, option C 1 lakh, option D 2 lakhs. And correct option number A 25,000. Next question number 107. Which of the following statement is our correct? Statement 1. Appeals under Section 57 of the Information Technology Act 2000 can be filed only before the appellate tribunal. And statement 2. Appeals under Section 57 of the Information Technology Act 2000 can be filed only before the civil appellate tribunal. And statement 3 is the appeal under the Information Technology Act 2000 can be filed before the Telecom Disputes Settlement and Appellate Tribunal established under the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India Act 1997. And correct option number C, third only. And third is the appeal under the Information Technology Act 2000 can be filed before the Telecom Dispute Settlement and Appellate Tribunal established under the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India Act 1997. Next, question number 108. Subscriber according to Section 2ZG of the Information Technology Act 2000 means a person. Option A, who helps in the issue of electronic signature certificate. Option B, who generates any electronic signature certificate. Option C, who issues the electronic signature certificate. Option D, in whose name the electronic signature certificate is issued. And correct option number D, in whose name the electronic signature certificate is issued. Next, 109. According to Section 25 of the Information Technology Act 2000, the controller may revoke the license regarding issue of electronic signature certificate issued under Section 21 of the Act. Option A, without making an inquiry and without giving a reasonable opportunity of showing cause against the proposed revocation. Option B, by making an inquiry and without giving a reasonable opportunity of showing cause against the proposed revocation. Option C, by making an inquiry and by giving a reasonable opportunity of showing cause against the proposed revocation. Option D, without making an inquiry but by giving a reasonable opportunity of showing cause against the proposed revocation. And correct option number C, by making and by giving a reasonable opportunity of showing cause against the proposed revocation. Next, 110. Which one of the following offences is considered as cognizable under the provision of the Information Technology Act 2000? Option A, the offences punishable with imprisonment of 2 years and above. Option B, the offences punishable with imprisonment of 3 years and above. Option C, the offences punishable with imprisonment of 4 years and above. Option D, the offences punishable with imprisonment of 5 years and above. And correct option number B, the offences punishable with imprisonment of 3 years and above. Next, question number 111. Under the Prevention of Corruption Act 1988, an appeal against the order of the special judge would lie before option A, District Section Court. Option B, High Court. Option C, Supreme Court. Option D, District Court. And correct option number B, High Court. Next, question number 112. A person shall not be qualified for appointment as a special judge under the Prevention of Corruption Act 1988 unless he is or has been. And correct option number C, 1, 2 and 4. 1 is a session judge under the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973. 2 is an additional session judge under the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973. And 4 is an assistant sessions judge under the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973. Next question, 113. Under the Prevention of Corruption Act 1988, if a person not expecting to be in office obtain a gratification by deceiving others into a behalf that he is about to be in office, and that he will then serve them, he be guilty of option A cheating, option B corruption, option B breach of trust, option D impersonation, and a correct option number A cheating. Next 114. Any person charged with an offence punishable under the Prevention of Corruption Act 1988 shall be competent witness for the defence under section 21 of the act, but he shall option A not be called as a witness except at his own request, option B be called whenever court desires, option C be called on the request of the government, option D be called without his own request, and correct option number A not be called as witness except at his own request. Next question number 115. The punishment for abetting a public servant for taking gratification is punishable with punishment of imprisonment for a period of option A not less than 3 years and which may extend to 7 years, and also with fine, option B a minimum period of 2 years and may extend to 7 years with punishment, option C not less than 7 years with fine, option D up to 7 years with or without fine, and correct option number A not less than 3 years and which may extend to 7 years and also with fine. Next question 116. The offences punishable under the Prevention of Corruption Act 1988 shall be tried only by option A Session Court, option B Special Judge, option C High Court, option D Session Court as well as Special Judge, and correct option number B Special Judge. Next question 117. Under section 7 of the Prevention of Corruption Act 1988 the word gratification is, and correct option number C, third only, and third is not restricted to pecuniary gratification or to gratification estimable in money. Next question number 118. Investigation of an offence under section 13 1E of the Prevention of Corruption Act 1988 cannot be made without the order of such police officers who is not below the rank of option A Deputy Superintendent of Police, option B Inspector, option C Superintendent of Police, option D Deputy Inspector General of Police, and correct option number C Superintendent of Police. Next question 119. Are the members of Parliament public servant under the Prevention of Corruption Act 1988? And correct option number D 4 only, and 4 is they are public servant as they perform public duty. Next and last question 120. According to the provision of Prevention of Corruption Act 1988, if any public servant commits criminal misconduct, then he will be liable to be punished with such term which shall not be less than option A 6 months but may extend to 5 years and fine, 4 years but may extend to 10 years and fine, option C is 3 years but may extend to 7 years and fine, option D 5 years but may extend to 14 years and fine, and correct option number B 4 years but may extend to 10 years and fine. So guys, here is the total solved paper of 2017 CBI APP exam. I hope it will be helpful for your upcoming CBI APP exam. If you have any queries or doubt, let me know in the comment section, and thanks for watching. See you soon.